to. So let's move over here. I'm going to draw a simple chart, and then we're going to go ahead and look at an actual retracement to give you a better idea of what it is. So, okay, so the first step we're looking for is price, and I'll draw it both ways, with price moving up and price moving down to make it kind of clear. The first thing we'd see is price will begin to move up. After it's moved up to a certain point, it's then going to drop back down. Let's go ahead and put some letters on this real quick. Call this one A. Call this one B. And call this one C. Okay, so price moves up and price moves back down. This is the retrace. What should happen after the retrace, price will begin to move back up to the point where we're going to be placing our trade where the expected reversal would be based off of this retracement. Let me go ahead and draw it real quick, and then we'll get a little more in depth in explaining that. So then price is going to continue up from C, and we will call the next one point D. Point D is our point of entry for a trade. Reason being is because this is where we are going to expect price to reverse on us. Before I put any numbers or anything on this, we'll go ahead and do it the opposite direction, just so you can see again. Okay, so again, if price was moving downward, price would move downward. And then it would retrace back up. And then it would continue on its way back down. Let me go ahead and label those. So just the same thing but backwards. A, B, C, D. Now the most important thing to remember when you're looking to see if you have a valid retracement is that C, the retracement point, cannot go any lower than A. Same this way. If price was going down, your retracement could not come up any higher than A. If it breaks A's price, we no longer have a valid retracement. So the next thing we're going to look at is numbers. Let's say for C, and we had a Fibonacci chart. I'll jump to that real quick. If we had a retrace to 61.8, we would expect price to move up to 161 and touch, break through, and then reverse on the next 5-minute candle. So just quite simply, it retraces down to 61.8. We would expect price to go to 161.8, and then on the next candle, come back down. It's pretty simple in theory. Catching it on a chart sometimes is a little bit difficult. One of the tools that you have with the autofib is it draws the zigzag, which will help you pinpoint where the retrace happens. Let's go ahead and look at an actual retrace on a chart. This is the complete system we're looking at here. I just took a little portion of the window though. If we look over here, and I'll draw it in yellow, this would be your Fibonacci line right here. Let me do a line. So this is your Fibonacci line. Let me zoom in one, see if we can make this a little bigger for you. Price then retraces, and it then moves down, reverses, and goes back up. So let's put our letters on there, and then we'll take a look at what numbers it hit and what it reversed on. This is A, B, C, D. Let's back up one then. Okay, so now if we see price went from A to B, downward movement, back up to C, which is your retrace, move down to D, and then we got our price reversal. So if we look at our levels, if we look at C, come all the way across this bar, C, if we look right here, broke the 61.8 level for a retrace. Price then came down. It went through 161.8. It actually broke the 200 level, but it did break where we were looking for. It broke 161.8. When the candle closed, the next 5-minute candle retraced back up.